What's poppin'?
It is 10:30. That means it's time for Celebrity Dish, and we're popping with the Diva Chef. Elise, it's so good to have you back in the
building.
building.
It's so good to be had.
Yes, and you're here not just for Celebrity Dish, but you're going to stick around for Lion Lunch
You
Hour
know
11.
it.
Wow.
And this time,
where else is there to be?
Nowhere.
Period.
The only place to be in the DMV.
Yes.
We love to see it. You ready for Celebrity Dish?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into it because Beyonce fans, it's time to get in formation. Ticket prices for one NFL game have seen a huge boost in sales after she announced that she's performing the halftime show. I expected this. Producer Chris, what are the deets?
It's a Beyonce concert with a football game. That's what we've come to expect. The superstar, we talked about this yesterday, dropped the news on social media last night that she was going to take the stage for the halftime show during the Christmas Day game between her hometown Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Slow. Ticket prices, like you said, now soaring. Since the announcement, Vivid Seats reports a 40% increase in resale prices overnight. They went from $378 to $528. Traffic on Vivid's website jumped 713%. We may not have tickets, but we'll be able to tune in live on Netflix on Christmas Day. Stephen, my question for you is if you're C.J. Stroud, you're Lamar Jackson, you're any one of those players, can you leave the tunnel, come back out on the field, and watch the halftime show in the middle of that game?
Well, it depends on if you're winning or losing, because that halftime will determine a lot about where the team is going. I think it would be hard for me not to, as a player, to be like, wait. Beyonce is literally performing, but these ticket prices, we see a lot of people just paying whatever just to get into the game to watch this. I mean, people are still paying back those tickets for Renaissance, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm people.
They put those on their Amexes and MasterCards.
Exactly. But, you know, isn't she genius because she's doing this on a holiday? A lot of people are going to get those tickets as a Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all know that Beyonce's a brilliant businesswoman, first of all, so she's always thinking on her next move. I think it's great. I mean, I'm going to be watching. Who's not going to be watching is really the question.
Yeah, we all love the Queen Bee. I also was thinking about this, too. Will this whole landscape, because Beyonce is not regular, is going to be an elaborate show. I would argue probably just as elaborate, if not more, than the actual Super Bowl halftime show. Do you think that this will become a new thing where you're going to have all of these artists wanting to be the big Christmas Day act, and will that take away from the Super Bowls?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more concerned about who is going to sing the national anthem. Because who wants to be before Beyonce? Who wants to open for Beyonce concert?
Oh, and that's what it would be.
I mean, you're opening for a
act.
Beyonce concert.
Gosh, hopefully someone who can at least get the words right, because
I'm weak.
People have been struggling, you know, for some years now, but they're going to have to do a good job on both ends of the entire thing. I wish I could go.
You should go.
No, I'm recovering from the perfume, from the sacred hair products, for the clothing, for the tickets to Renaissance. She always has something new that she's selling. So.
Always got something
It's literally
new.
a car payment.
It really is.
It's a car payment. Yes, it is.
Chris.
Guys, let's stick with football and talk about Travis Kelce now. You know, he also has a side gig as an actor show Grotesquerie, and recently one of his co-stars, Niecy Nash, stopped by his podcast, his other job, it's the New Heights podcast, to talk about a time that she came to visit him on the field and he inadvertently offended her. Take a listen.
We all came to see Travis, and let me tell you something. So we go to the game, right, out here in LA. And he was just trying to act like he was so professional as a football player. He's like, you know, I don't know if we gonna take pictures and stuff because I'm so focused. I'm like, okay. See? Then he came out there with that stupid mustache, trying to act like... he came out there with that stupid mustache.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I totally respect your process.
Respects her process, but says she was offended by the mustache. You can check out the full conversation on the New Heights website, guys.
Niecy always brings the hype. She's hilarious. So I guess she was saying he was being unserious about that stash. He went viral for it.
He did.
I don't think it was that bad either.
No, it was terrible.
You know, it's hard to make him not look good.
It was bad.
It was bad.
When he rocked
it was
it
a transformation in the wrong way.
Oh.
She should have Niecy should have just been like, I must ask you a question. He probably would have stopped dead in his tracks like, me or my mustache. Yeah.
You know, they should have her on more often. I mean, I love the brothers together, but like the fact that she had them dying laughing, and she's so, you never know which way Niecy Nash is going to go.
She's hilarious,
So,
but like, I think he needs to name that mustache. I feel like it took on a life of its own.
It did. It
Wow.
did. We can call it the Swift.
The Swift Stache?
We can call it the Dead Poets. What is it called? Bachelor Poet? What's it called?
No, it's like the Dead Poets Department. Tortured Poets.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I knew it was something morbid.
Thank you, Jacqueline, our resident Swiftie. Tortured, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Torture. Yes.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
guys, let's talk about family matters and some family matters and some family jewels now is what we're talking about, because Steve Urkel, remember him, Jaleel White, he is out with a new book, and he's opening up about some of the changes he went through during his tenure on the show. Look at that Michael Jackson-inspired cover right there. It's called Growing Up Urkel, and the 47-year-old discussed his rise to fame on the sitcom. In an excerpt in the book, he talks about the physical and mental changes he went through playing the nerdy character from 1989 to 1998. One awkward situation in particular, when a show executive came to talk to him about ditching the suspenders and the high water jeans he was famous for wearing, saying that it was becoming uncomfortable to watch. And the reason it was becoming uncomfortable to watch was, I started the story this way, the family jewels. They're talking about Urkel's Bulge, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome.
Is that why they came up with the Stefan character?
Stefan Urkel?
Yeah. Oh my God.
He was definitely wearing, we'll just say, looser fitting clothes.
Looser fitting clothes. I remember he would get in the machine.
As he grew up, right?
Oh, well, did I do that?
I was going to say that was Stefan on the cover. That was Steve.
That was
Stefan.
Yeah, and Stefan is Fawn.
Okay.
Yes. But there's so much drama about the show that has been coming out recently. I know he has said repeatedly he would never do a reunion, and I just hope that they all get together and make it right, because I, like you all, grew up on Family Matters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
would love to see them back together, and I will be reading that book.
Yeah, that was some wholesome TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after seeing Carl Winslow on Dancing with the Stars.
You know what?
He might not have been dancing. He was doing something.
He was moving.
Yeah.
We know Eddie has been making moves too here recently. So.
Reginald Bell
Eddie was
Johnson
just
is standing in place
exactly.
with the stars.
Oh, boy. Who did the song for that?
It was the same guy who did the song for Step by Step and Full House.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
remember
The
who
same
it
guy.
was.
He
He worked with that
TGIF.
group.
He was on a roll, was he
Yeah.
not, Chris?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah, no. I mean, those songs live rent-free in my head.
Period.
Yes.
Ever. Guys, we got to wrap things up with Cynthia Erivo. You know, on this Wicked press tour, she has not exactly had a sense of humor about some of the online memes. But Dax Shepard apparently didn't get that memo when he sat down with her recently on his recent podcast, because he wanted to talk about her fingernails. And his specific question was, how do you use the bathroom with fingernails like that? She was not amused. She had a little witty comeback to him, basically saying that no one uses their fingernails to wipe, guys. So getting a little TMI with the cast of Wicked.
Weak.
Oh, boy.
And on that note,
I mean, but the image is there, right?
It is.
It is
I've had
there.
that question. I've never been bold enough to ask somebody that, but when I see people with extremely long nails, how do they clean?
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
I mean,
I've
how
had
do you
that
do
question.
anything?
Yeah.
well, you know, you've seen the videos where they just take the napkin and put it right here and then kind of like do this thing here. But then it gets mess all on your hands. So then,
Oh my God.
you know.
And this is why you wash your hands for 20 seconds and you always ask who made the food.
Yeah, and you need a nail
Why.
brush. You need a nail brush for nails that long.
Okay, well, we'll see you at 11.
Yes,
More
we
of
will.
Diva Chef. You're
Yes.
so fun for Celebrity Dish.
Oh, well,
Yes.
you know, I'm just trying to be like y'all.
Oh, please.
come
We're the lucky
on.
ones. All right, Jacqueline, thank you for